The soul collector confused the girl with an elderly namesake and took her to the underworld. Furious, she vowed to complain for ruining her path as a talented chef. The collector opened a special reincarnation channel, claiming she could be reborn into wealth in her next life. The girl agreed right away. She asked if she would have a handsome husband, and he replied that she would indeed be a young noblewoman. The girl was satisfied, but then worried she might dislike her new life. He explained she could make another choice. The girl let out a sigh of relief. However, before she could ask anything more, the collector ran out of patience and pushed her into the channel. The next moment, she woke up on a birthing bed. A maid told the girl that the baby would be born any minute. Shocked, she yelled that this was false advertising, but soon passed out from the pain. When she woke up, the maid frantically informed her that the baby had been taken away. Her stepmother was urging the father to get rid of the illegitimate child. The girl immediately took the baby back. Seeing this, the stepmother tearfully accused her of showing disrespect. The father demanded that she kneel down and apologize, or he would drive her out of the house. Without hesitation, the girl chose to leave. She asked the maid what property she owned, yet the maid was confused, saying there were none. Only then did the girl break down. She angrily screamed her accusations against the soul collector for 10 whole minutes. Finally, she was too weak and passed out again. A month later, the girl recovered from childbirth. Just as she was about to look for work, a woman showed up at her door. It turned out that the Empress Dowager hadn't eaten properly for a long time. The emperor had decided to seek a commoner cook to change her taste, and she had been selected. However, she had accidentally injured her hand and asked the maid if she would take her place. The maid worried her own cooking skills weren't good enough and refused. At that moment, the girl excitedly declared that she could do it. Then she prepared one of her signature dishes and presented it to the eunuch. After just one taste, the eunuch gave it full marks and brought her into the palace. The girl and 2 other cooks faced the final test. Considering the Empress Dowager's loss of appetite, the other 2 chose to prepare light vegetarian dishes, while only the girl made a spicy meat dish. They couldn't resist mocking her foolish choice. Later, a palace maid came to announce the winner. The Empress Dowager had only eaten the girl's dish and summoned her to receive her reward. At the same time, the emperor heard the news and came over. When he saw the girl's face, he gasped in recognition. The Empress Dowager asked if the 2 had met before. The emperor immediately said yes, but the girl shook her head. Seeing this, his expression darkened at once.